So the Lord said, I will blot out humanity whom I have created from the face of the ground, for I regret that I have made them. It didn't start with a bang. It started with a glitch. Imagine Eden as a divine operating system. Eden OS 1.0. Everything was calibrated, ecosystems in sync, neural pathways tuned, creation and creator in live connection. Humanity wasn't the architect or the AI. We were the mirror, a reflective interface designed to refract God's light into the world. But something shifted. Not a crash, not a violent break, just a small misalignment. The mirror node began to feed back distortion. That's not just Genesis 6, that's now. The flood doesn't begin with rain. It begins with reflection. The image bearers, designed to align with divine intention, let the lens warp. The result? A surge, not of water, but of chaos. Input without discernment, emotion without anchor, conscience overwhelmed by noise. It's like doom scrolling a digital flood, so much content, no meaning. The Lord saw that the wickedness of man was great. That's from Genesis chapter 6, verse 5. When signal turns to static, crash is inevitable. Scripture teaches that creation was carved from logic, patterned in triadic code, before any mountain stood or law was etched in stone. A spiritual architecture more precise than any modern machine. But even the most elegant system degrades when the commands are ignored. What was engraved became worn, a moral OS run too long on corrupted input, like a beloved series that lost its way, or a platform overrun by bots, meaning faded beneath misuse. The earth was corrupt in God's sight. That's from Genesis chapter 6, verse 11. It wasn't rage that moved the divine to reboot. No, it was entropy. Then God speaks, I will blot out humanity, but don't hear anger, hear frequency, a tone, a resonance, like a tuning fork struck against the frame of the world. Creation, once tuned to that voice, now found itself brittle. The voice didn't just warn, it executed, not commentary, cause, not volume, purity. Creation had been spoken into being. Now it would be unsaid with the same precision. And yet the flame never died. God's light remained steady. But the human lens, the focusing apparatus, shifted. Twisted just enough that the world dimmed. Not from absence of light, but from misdirection. Every intention of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. We still see it today, a world full of brightness but no clarity. Screens glare but wisdom flickers. Misalignment gives us heat without light, motion without meaning. When God declares he will wipe humanity from the face of the earth, the Hebrew phrase pene ha-adama, the face of the ground, is the key. This isn't just dirt, it's interface, the visible surface layer of the system, and God peels it back, not to destroy, but to expose. So to reveal the raw bedrock of what still holds. Think of it like diving into corrupted code and finding the original logic still pulsing beneath. Judgment doesn't delete the truth, it uncovers it. And when the steward fails, the system fails. Humanity was the crown, the keystone. When the central node corrupted, the whole relational field trembled. All flesh had corrupted their way. That's from Genesis chapter 6, verse 12. The breakdown wasn't isolated, it was systemic. It's like a server breach infecting every process downstream. Even the creeping things, the background scripts of creation, glitched. The codebase degraded because the crown fell. Even the birds fell from the sky. And the birds of the heavens, God says, Genesis chapter 6, verse 7. What once soared now spiraled. The compass failed. The sky, once filled with navigational wonder, flickered like a bad signal. When the heavens forget their song, aspiration has nowhere to fly. What was once harmony became dissonance. The fall of humanity unscored the sky. Then came the flood. But it was not chaos, it was convergence. The windows of the heavens were opened, as it says in Genesis chapter 7, verse 11. A calibrated storm. Mist rising from the ground met rain descending from heaven. Heaven and earth sinking, not to erase, but to reinstall. In Scripture, water always carries memory. The deep of Genesis 1, the parting of the Red Sea, the river of baptism. In the flood, water is not just judgment, it is reformatting, recalibration, the source draining the static. And still, beneath the ash, the seed waited. But God remembered Noah, as it's written in Genesis chapter 8, verse 1. This isn't nostalgia, it's continuity. Noah isn't just saved, he's seeded. The ark carries the spiritual DNA of a restored humanity. Like a hard drive floating through the flood, holding not just people, but purpose. Out of collapse, a green shoot rises, not with fireworks, but with silence, soil, and first light. The ash was never the end. It was the beginning of germination. We are post-flood people. The story lives again. We inhabit a world of mirrors cracked, lenses fogged, data glutted, but the pattern still holds. Collapse follows forgetting. Renewal follows realignment. We are not the source, but we can be mirrors again. Not perfect, not unbroken, but oriented, tuned. So, polish the lens, hold the line. And if the system feels broken beyond repair, just remember, one tuning fork, rightly struck, can begin again. Jesus is that tuning fork. His voice still resonates pure through our distortion. His echo realigns what's been misdirected. By placing love first in your mind, as he did, and letting it guide you, you attain salvation.